Okay, today we're still on shampoos because there's a lot to talk about. It's pretty important stuff. So, first, if you have loose hair, I want you to look at your hair. I want you to look closely at it. I want you to feel it. I want you to smell it. I want you to get to know your hair because once you do that, it'll tell you where to go with your detangling, your shampooing, your conditioning, and things of that nature. So, look, feel, smell. Then start detangling with your fingers first. This is the best comb you have for your immediate detangling. Just take your twists or braids out. Be patient taking your hair down. This is a mistake a lot of people make is they're raking through their hair with combs and things on dry, dirty hair. And the hair is breaking. You're gonna have a lot of hair around the room, on your comb, in your brush. This should just be finger detangling, pull apart. And then if you're maybe do like what we do at our salon is we do a conditioning detangle. Why? You don't have to use conditioner, but in my over 50 years of doing hair, I have learned to condition detangle everybody that has textured hair because you don't know a new client, you don't know what they did. You don't know how long they had their braids in. You don't know anything about the hair except for what they tell you. And sometimes what they tell you is not enough, right? So it's best to have a detangler. I just use conditioner because it's more economical and it does a fabulous job to pre-treat the hair, soften the hair. You can detangle with a large tooth comb. This is after your finger detangling. Large tooth comb or Denman brush or detangling brush. Once the hair is fully detangled, especially if you've had braids, twists, weave, anything like that in your hair should be detangled before you shampoo it. So once you go and pick your shampoo, then make sure you see if you need a scalp treatment because sometimes you have to treat your scalp and not the hair, right? So say for example you need maybe a medicated shampoo on your scalp. Now you could put that on your scalp before you detangle the hair so that it's already working on the scalp. These are things we do for efficiency. Sometimes they work for you, sometimes they don't. Sometimes you can't pull the hair apart, so you can't do it then, right? So you'll pick your shampoos. You see if you need a scalp treatment, exfoliation on the scalp. You do your shampoo treatments. Make sure that you shampoo well without tangling the hair back up. This is important. Then make sure you rinse thoroughly, thoroughly between each shampoo. Do you shampoo one, two, three times? It really depends on what is on your hair, right? Normal hair, we do two shampoos, right? Because most people come 2, 3, 4 week cycles. So the hair needs to be thoroughly cleaned. And then we go into whatever conditioning treatment they need, right? Do they need a deep conditioner for moisture? Do they need a bonding treatment? Do they need protein treatment and then a deep conditioner, right? And then there are other types of conditioners. So we'll talk about that in another talk because that's deep too.